Hi, I'm Jen Lee with Jen Lee Law, and today we're talking about there's more than one way to skin a cat and other bad cliches that are out there. So, we're often talking this time of year about resolutions and fresh starts. So, I'm going to go off on a little bit of a philosophical side trip through a problem that I see happening a lot, and it has to do more with mindset and misinformation than anything else. And it doesn't just happen in the debt and financial world, but I see it with almost every industry out there. The tendency is for people to say things like, that's not how things are done. That's not how we do things. You can't do that. No one else does it like that. Or I can't do anything about it because I don't have any other choice. Many of our blog posts come from recent news, client experiences, things that happen or that we hear about. This particular blog post and video comes from my own recent experience and the realization that there are a lot of people out there who do not realize that there is more than one way to do things, including dealing with debt and credit problems. Have you ever posted something on Facebook and you thought it was a great thing? There was nothing controversial about it. It wasn't political. It wasn't anything crazy. And you just wanted to share some good news with your friends. Then someone comes along and tells you whatever great thing you posted about was not the way things should be done. And there was nothing that you can do to change or convince him otherwise. At first, when I got this comment, I wanted to be really annoyed. And then I realized I deal with this every day. I hear all day, every day, that there are no options, that there's no one to help, and that even if there is an option, it's the end of the world. And for example, your credit's ruined for 10 years, things like that. So what if there are other ways to do things? What if there are other options? Would you want to know about them? So I have a few tips when your mind tells you something is impossible or can't be done because blah, 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 blah. The first thing is you have to stop and pause for a second. Stop jumping to this won't work. This is one of the hardest things to do. I still catch myself immediately trying to come up with reasons something won't work and have to stop my brain from running away with reasons. And then number two, for each suggestion or idea, try to come up with a way to make it work. Even if it feels a little silly, like you're trying to think of a way at something that probably sounds pretty ridiculous, will work. But instead of making excuses for why something won't work, try to think of any possible way it would work. So not only turning off your brain, but then trying to figure out ways that it could work, even if it sounds silly. Number three is look for others with ideas and solutions. Don't look for others who are making the same excuses or avoiding trying new things. To be a bit blunter about this, get out of your bubble. I know it's comfy in there, it's nice and warm and cozy, but the tendency to fall back into the notion that things have to be done a certain way is much higher inside your bubble. And number four, finally, when you do find out your other options and realize that there's more than one way to do something, keep moving forward and making decisions. It's really easy to try and hide from difficult situations, but the stress of not doing something about the problem is way worse and way more impactful on your health and your mind than the hope you feel when you start acting on your options. So even though it's scary, act on them. So I realize this video and this blog post have very little to do with the technical aspects of debt and credit problems, but what if? What if there was someone out there who could help you? What if thinking about doing something differently would help your business succeed? What if finding others who don't think things have to be done the way they've always been done helps you move forward? Would that make a difference for you? I'm Jen Lee with Jen Lee Law. Thanks.